The curfew isn't just a rule. It could be related to this cleanup operation. As the monster keeps running, begging to be spared and saying he doesn't want to die, he soon finds himself at a dead end. The monster stopped and looked up at the sky, and it wasn't to admire the full moon. At the top of the buildings were 3 officers from the enforcement team. After cornering the monster, they jumped on it, landing right in front of it. Frozen in place, you can see the fear in the eyes surrounding the upper half of his body, from his head to his shoulders. The monster doesn't have time to say a word. One of the officers, armed with 2 sabers, launches the first attack. The attack isn't fatal, but its power is by no means negligible, as the monster's face attests. The monster screams in pain. There's no way it's going to stay there and die, so it looks for a way out. But another officer moves into position and beats him to it. The noose was tightening, and he shouted what would likely be his last words. "Damn, I'm surrounded." The officer with the 2 swords unleashes his aura. You can see the pressure he's putting on the monster. It has undoubtedly realized that its time has come. "You monster, try running again." With another clean swing of his sword, he cut the monster down. This time, the monster did not get back up. From above, you can see one of the officers grabbing the monster by the arm and dragging it along the ground, leaving a trail of blood that leads straight to the monster's body. By his side are his 2 teammates who remain a short distance away, surrounding the monster's corpse. On this night of the full moon, nothing escapes the residents' notice. In fact, that might explain why some windows are covered with wooden planks. From one of the windows, which had been boarded up with wooden planks, the cat girl watched the monster's execution and kept watching as the monster was dragged by the enforcement team. She still can't believe it. In a place like Liberty City, which everyone longs for, such a horrifying monster has appeared. Standing beside her, Su Chen was also watching the whole scene. He doesn't let horror cloud his judgment. He sees the shameful secrets of the city as leverage and additional data. "Master, what should we do next?" asked the cat girl. Well, Su Chen isn't rushing things. With the data he has collected, he already has a plan to achieve his goal. But for tonight, he suggests that his team get some rest, and tomorrow morning he'll find a way to join the enforcement team, then go to the auction to look for information about ability fruits. As for the rest of the team, they should take this opportunity to explore the city, and especially keep an eye out for news about the monster. Enforcement Team Headquarters. Su Chen doesn't wait for a morning interview. Using his spatial mastery, he slips through the physical barriers of the high-security zone like a ghost. He isn't just entering a building. He walks around as if he owns the place. After a while, he found what he was looking for. When he reaches the door, he quietly opens it and slips inside. "No one's here?" he asked, closing the door quietly. Su Chen's stealth is flawless, but his timing is disastrous. As he opened another door, he came across Chin Man. Chin Man is standing there, dressed only in a white bathrobe. The silence is deafening. This isn't just a surprise, it's a declaration of war. Chin Man's aura explodes. A shockwave rips through the room, shattering the windows, the pressure cracking the very foundation of the building. Her soldiers rush to the door, sensing the killing intent, radiating from their leader's private chamber. Leader Chin Man. What happened? Chin Man doesn't need an army to deal with a pest, and certainly not in the current situation. With a single command, she drives her men back, leaving her alone in the wreckage with the intruder. Chin Man's eyes glow a predatory red. She looks like a goddess of war, her aura suffocating the air. She is ready to erase Su Chen from existence for his insolence. "Give me a reason not to kill you," she said to Su Chen. Su Chen stood perfectly still, amused by the situation, and gave an answer that sounded more like a provocation. "You probably can't kill me either." That was enough to light the fuse. Chin Man strikes with the speed of a whip, but Su Chen moves with the grace of the void. He catches her leg with clinical precision. He doesn't just block, he controls her momentum. Then he raises the stakes. He pulls the leader of the enforcement team into a restrictive embrace, his hand sliding across her back to lock her against him. He looks directly into her eyes, a faint, confident smile playing on his lips. Chin Man's face flushes a deep red, half from rage, half from the realization that she is physically trapped, unable to move. Su Chen pulls her even tighter, their faces inches apart. "Bastard, let go of me," she shouted at Su Chen. Su Chen didn't let go of her and told her to calm down. The heat of battle cools into a tense truce. Chin Man's killing intent finally fades, replaced by a begrudging, frustrated respect. She stops struggling. "You've got some nerve sneaking into the enforcement enforcement team headquarters. Su Chen remains in a relaxed, dominant stance while Chin Man glares at him. With the He brothers out of the picture, thanks to his own hand, there is a power vacuum in the enforcement team. He offers himself as the replacement, turning his previous differences into a resume for the job. Chin Man isn't easily intimidated, even when the odds are stacked against her. And whose fault is it that one of the He brothers is dead and the other is injured? And now you shamelessly want to become a captain. Su Chen pulls her, closes the gap again, his gaze locking onto hers with a smirk that is both charming and confident. Chin Man freezes, caught between her duty as a leader, her reaction as a woman, and the anger of being dominated. Su Chen stops the talking and moves straight to the point. Leader Chin Man, name your condition. The response is a blade. As soon as she's free of Su Chen's grip, she unleashes a storm of her energy. She doesn't hold back. She isn't just fighting to arrest him. She's fighting to reclaim her pride. Su Chen wanted to know the condition for becoming captain. It's simple. All he has to do is defeat her. The room becomes a blender of high-frequency slashes and sonic booms as she tries to pin down Su Chen. The combination of the aura blast she had unleashed, which cracked nearly all the walls, and the clash between two level 4s. This is more than a duel. It's a natural disaster for building. The structural integrity of the enforcement HQ gave way under the pressure. Part of it exploded. The soldiers rushed to the scene, wondering what just happened and why did the building explode. They're worried about their leader. When the soldiers arrive, the war has already ended. Chin Man is sitting in the middle of the dust and debris of her own office, her expression unreadable, her perfectly adjusted. Su Chen stands before her with a little smile on his face, his hands in his pockets, and not a single scratch. After clearing her throat, she announces the big news. Let me introduce him. This is your new captain. And right away, she orders her men to show Su Chen around and get him familiar with enforcement team. And for her, she needs to rest for a while. The soldiers were shocked and completely confused by the situation and her statement. Su Chen leaves as a winner, having secured the rank and a very personal connection with one of the most powerful figures in the city. The soldiers are left with 1,000 questions and a new captain who seems to be the only man alive capable of making leader Chin Man lose her cool. Chin Man is no longer angry. She's calculating. Su Chen is a level 4 anomaly, a perfect ally. The general's words echo in her mind. A level 4 newcomer? Perfect. Send him to teach those guys in the fighting arena a lesson. We don't know what happened before the building exploded, but one thing is certain. Su Chen is now a captain. Does he go straight to the residential district to show off his new rank to the girls, or is he following the hidden agenda of Liberty City's high-ups? Find out in the next episode. This is the end of this chapter. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, don't forget to like it and subscribe. Have a nice day.